Going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to today's video. Today we are going to break down the trade that I took on NAS 100. So let's get right into it. Today is Monday, the 29th of September. It's the penultimate day in the month, almost the last day. So looking at the price action, we have a strong monthly candle about to close at the highs here. Yeah, we're about to close at the highs here. So we opened up down here and we went all the way up. So today's candle, we just opened up yesterday evening at around 6 and we just pushed right up. Just push right up. I didn't get a chance to get in London session, but I found a little opportunity in New York. Now, looking at the price action, I kind of expected that we ran this high, which would have been the high from Thursday as well as the high from Wednesday. We traded up into this candle right here, didn't quite make it back to all-time highs. We had a small little area here that I'm going to highlight on the lower time frame, but that is what brought us back down. This is how we're looking on the S&P 500, pretty much the same thing. We opened up a little bit of weak here before we went all the way up. US 30, a little choppier, but pretty much the same thing. We traded all the way back up here before closing back down here. So we actually flipped back bearish and we ended up closing a little pin bar doji type of thing for today's candle. Let's get down to the lower time frame now on the 4 hour. So see where we opened up here 6 o'clock yesterday, or 5 p.m. my time, rather 6 p.m. New York time, and we just continued up. I could have got in for some buys here, but I wasn't on the charts, and London, I didn't manage to wake up. I was too exhausted. So we traded all the way up into premium here again, the premium of this range. Made it to this supply order block PDR rating, and that's what pushed us back down here. So we kind of curl up. So curl up into the area here. We couldn't make it any higher, and then we just push right back down. So we close back down, let's just say below 50% of today's range. S&P is pretty much the same thing. I wanted the candle to flip back bullish, as in bearish rather. Wanted the daily candle to flip bearish, and it would have been a nice day. On the S&P, we actually did flip back bearish here, but we managed to close back up. On Nasdaq, I don't think we managed to flip back bearish. The lowest we came was here. This was the low of the day. Well, no, the low of the New York session rather. The low of the day would have been from the overnight session. So we still managed to close here, but I think I got out somewhere around here, which I'll show on the lower time frame charts. Now moving down to the 15 minutes time frame, or this is the 1 hour actually. This is where we came into, and I managed to get in somewhere around here. I think I made like quite 0.5% on the account because I only risked like a couple dollars. I was on my phone, so I couldn't manage to get in as heavy as I would have liked. So I just settled for the profit that I had, and I could have got out for around $70, but I was hoping for more to come down here, targeting, because I was targeting the lower the day all the way down here, but we didn't quite make it down there. So as soon as it opened up during the stock market open New York session, we just came right back down. I was targeting this low at first and then the a low down here. So yeah. Yeah, we came all the way, but this traded all the way back down into the New York open from what would have this been? Friday. Yeah, that would have been Friday. On the 50-minute, I can show you my entry. Let me turn on the trade history. So I actually got in right around here. I got a nice sniper entry. It wasn't I got a good entry. Got a good entry here. Um I wanted to get in up here, but I was distracted. I was on the phone. I was dealing with other stuff at work and I managed to not get in there. So as soon as I saw this candle flip up, did the manipulation and came back down, I got in right around here and I held for the pretty much the entirety of the day. I got out when I realized the price is coming back here because I'm not on a swing account because I think price could come back all the way down here. Let me go back to the daily time frame. I think price could flip back this candle bearish as well as we could target this low down here. Anything is possible, even though we're in an uptrend. I'm thinking that's a possibility. That's what I was seeing. That was my plan of attack for the day. Because I didn't catch the buy and I realized that we could get a sell. So that's why I took those that sell. Usually I would have added a bit higher, but I didn't get the entry that I wanted and I didn't want to over risk. But I'm not on the chart where I can use the magic keys to pretty much calculate the risk and I would have gotten a better entry as well as use a much higher lot size. Yeah, but it was, however, a good trade all the way down here. This trade could have pretty much passed the challenger and put a good dent in it had I used a decent lot size, to be honest. If it was like 3 lot, I'm going to go on the lower time frame and actually show it. Let me actually find that chart. I'm going to actually show it. Chart. So it was a nice trade. Can't complain about it. It was a nice trade. Could have managed it a little better. I wish I had added into it. Let me try to pull this across here. So it was right around the New York open. We went up higher and I was looking at the 15-minute as well. I'm not able to see the 15-minute candle, but I was pretty much looking at it like here. Was looking at it like this, and had I been able to see the 3 minutes time frame like this, then I would have gotten a better entry because this candle manipulated up and then when it started coming back down, this is where I entered. But the perfect entry would have been, or a much better entry would have been here after this manipulation here. So this would have been a nice entry right around here. Let me put a limit order there. So it would have been somewhere inside of here would have been the better entry. Let me try to use the magic keys now to show. So US 30, shift this all the way over here. So I made 0.5% on the account today. Um, Let me switch this to market pending. This was the entry. TP, add the TP all the way down. And this should have been the stop loss up here. So I didn't, I put 0.5 lot actually. Not even 2 lot, I put 0.5 lot. Had I used, if I was using magic keys and calculating the risk correctly, I would have made a little over 3% on that trade. A little over 3% could have been made from this trade if I was managing correctly. But you know, slow progress is better than no progress at all. So I will continue to build this account in no rush whatsoever to try to pass it. I just want to build some consistency in growing the small account. So I went into literally zero drawdown on this trade. If I had risk a full 1% on this trade, it would have been pretty decent. So the stops could have gone above there. Let me try to get the risk in there. That was on, I think I have to reconfigure the magic keys. Hold on a second. I need to update the magic keys, but there was an option here to switch the risk to different levels. But I pretty much went into zero drawdown and I pretty much could have risked way more on this trade, but I'm happy for the result nevertheless. But had I risked like a 1% on this trade, this could have easily been a $700 day from where I got into where because this is $384. So this could have been a $700 day. See this one, yeah, could have been a easily $800 day or $900 day had I used like a good 1% risk. Or if I had gotten the entry from the top here, watching the price, then it could have been way better. So the stop was there and see targeting the lows, I could have gotten 2 entries or a much better risk to reward. We would have gotten a higher lot size. So let me enter this trade. Let me see if I can open this trade and see if it's calculating correctly. So let's remove this one. So see, let me go now to the 50 minutes. So yes, the entry would have been right around here. The entry would have been right around here, and the stops would have gone above here for a $50 risk. Now to the low of the day, or even to here where I was targeting at first, I could have closed out like the half of it down here. And that would like one of these trades, like this is over 100-point drop from here. 150 points drop from here to the low of the day, or the low of the New York session rather, could have made a good profit. Tomorrow, what I'm looking for, tomorrow what time, even here could have been another entry here for the afternoon session, bringing us down here. And I could have even caught the buy here for a small scalp after we tap this this zone. So I could have caught a buy here, small scalp. Now, when you really understand how the market moves, those are the kind of opportunities you can really capitalize on. But yeah, tomorrow, what I'm looking for, let me go to the higher time frame again. See if I can find what this here. Now, when I'm trading, this is what the market, this is what my setup looks like. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing all the different levels, all the different charts, so I can know exactly where price is and I have a full picture of what the market looks like and is currently doing. This is how I like it. This is how I'm comfortable trading it. So when I'm on my phone, it's a bit different to be only looking at one price action. Um, yeah, tomorrow I'm looking for price to possibly come back up to here. Let's see what we get in London session. We could trade all the way up to here before coming back down, or we could come back down to here before continuing back up, whichever way. Whichever way, but we already ran the previous day's high, actually run almost the previous week's high. I'm not sure if we're going to make it back up here before closing up, but it's the last day of the month, so expecting a bit of manipulation. This was also quite a large range day, so we might not get such a big push tomorrow. That is pretty much it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.